Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here with Jax and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Jax's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed. And the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using, and that's really loud. Jax has been fitted with his very own training equipment. He's going to come home with it, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, he is sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Jax heel. Now, Jax has come an incredibly long way. This is a dog that would put his mouth on you in a warning when you were training with him. So this is an incredible transformation, nice walking on a leash and sitting automatically when you stop without being told to wait for his next command. You want to go down and back again for us, Fred? Remember, the command is Jax heel, and at this point Jax has a job to do, and that is to stay even with your left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but staying with you, walking nicely like a gentleman. If he goes to drop his head, you give a little tug up on his collar as a reminder. Nice automatic sit, and the next command that Fred's going to demonstrate is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. You're going to practice this indoors as well as outdoors, and you're going to lengthen out your time. When Fred returns back to him, he walks all the way around him. He should remain seated until Fred gets back to his shoulders. He gives him a little pat for praise, and they take off heeling again. Now, if he's getting distracted, you tighten up just a little bit on your leash, and you keep him right next to your left leg. Nice sit and stay.
No.
Now that's what you do when your dog breaks a command. You get that no out of the way right away. Get it out. This time Fred will call him in. Comes right in and sits, and he gets praised for coming. And that eliminates some of the jumping and the wild behavior that you were experiencing at home. Each time that Fred stops his feet, Jax sits automatically.
Okay.
Fred leaves him in a sit stay, turns to face him. He's going to demonstrate that come on command again.
Jax, come. Good boy.
Praises him for coming, and he's supposed to come and sit. Such a beautiful day out here. I think Jax is distracted from the birds and the butterflies and the breeze. But nothing compared to what Wildwood's going to be like for you. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you're going to take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay, you're going to practice indoors as well as outdoors, and you're going to lengthen that out to a 5-minute long down stay. This helps to build their self-control, of which he had none when he got here. When Fred returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him. returning back to his shoulders, and he pretty much held it until Fred got back to his shoulders and gave him the next command. And they'll demonstrate that command again for us. Fred's going to take his left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. And you're going to practice this right in your living room. This time Fred will call him out of that down.
Come. Good boy.
He comes well off leash as well as on leash because we have big fenced yards where he can run and play, and when I call him to come in, he comes, even off the leash. Not that I would recommend that in Wildwood in the summertime, but he does do it. Now the last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. This is a little bit harder exercise. Fred leaves him in a sit-stay. He's going to use his right hand to give the command
Down.
and drop him into a down.
Down.
You could see he knew what to do. And he dropped him into a down from a distance. Now, his commands are probably not as military as I would like them to be, but they're getting there. I think that it's time for him to come home and practice with his mom. We're going to be there to help you moving forward with him. He's come such a long way, and he's not threatening anymore. And that is huge. These commands will only get better with time. We've enjoyed having him. He's been challenging, but he's come a long way. And we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.